Today we are going to be talking about verbal descriptions. And what this is you're given a situation and you're going to be able then to portray it into a table, a graph, and then an equation. So you're putting all three together, the whole kit and caboodle. Okay? And as we've talked about the week before spring break, we talked about you have an additive relationship, which will be adding, and multiplicative, which would then be multiplying. So here are two situations. I'm going to read them to you. Owen was 2 years old when his sister Greta was born. So he was 2 and she was born at 0, right? And so there's your chart. So when he is 3, or when he is 1, when she is 1, he will be 3. When Greta is 2, Owen will be 4. And when Greta is 3, Owen will be 5. And then when Greta is 4, Owen will be 6. They're adding 2. This has to happen for 3 terms in a row. 1, 2, 3. For it to be a pattern, a rule. The rule is you are adding 2 here, and it's additive. So then they graphed it. They started at the origin. They stayed at 0 and went up to 2. Then they went over to 1 and up to 3, over to 2 and up to 4, over to 3 and up to 5, and over to 4, and then up to 6. So they're adding 2. And this graph goes on and on and on. Well, what if you were like, okay, well, when Greta is 46, how old will Owen be? Well, you don't want to have a whole entire table or a graph for that. So then you could just plug in with your equation, well, y equals, if Greta was 48 plus 2, you know that Owen would then be 50. Okay, so you want to be able to create the equation so that you can get your solution without having to make a table or a graph. But they are great ways to present data for marketing and also just to inform society of what's going on. And if you think about with COVID and everything that we've been informed with, there's so much data in sharing with us just different information. Okay, our second situation. On average, it takes 2 minutes to complete each math problem. So 1 minute, 2 problems. 2 minutes, 4 problems. 3 minutes, 6 problems. So your rule here is times 2. So you're going to go over 1 and up 2, over 2, up 4, over 3, up 6, and over 4 and up 8. 2x is equal to y. And then that is your multiplicative equation. So let's look at the practice here. Manuel has a $20 gift card to Outback Steakhouse, and then he has some money in his piggy bank. He can buy dinner for his family that is $20 plus whatever he has in his piggy bank. So here we're going to complete this table, and then we're going to graph, and then they've given us the equation. X plus 20 equals y. 20 is our gift card, and X is how much ever is in the piggy bank. So here they're telling you with X represents our piggy bank. So I'm right over here on my graph, which is going to be my independent. I'm going to say piggy bank, and that's money. And it's $10, so 10 plus 20 is 30. 20 plus 20 is 40. 25 plus 20 is 45. That 20 is your constant. It is staying the same. 40 plus 20 is 60. Now I'm going to make these into my ordered pair. I know that my x is 10, and then my y is 30. We've just solved for our y right here. This is how much money they can spend on dinner, so I'm going to say my y, which is my dependent. That's your money for dinner. When you're writing ordered pairs, you're going to want to put a parenthesis. My x is 20, a comma, my y is 40, and then close parentheses. Tomorrow we're going to do an activity where you're going to plug this into Desmos, a graphing calculator, and you're going to want to do, you're going to need the parentheses. Okay, next ordered pair. Parentheses, 25 is my x and 45 is my y. 40 is my x and 60 is my y. So now I've labeled this. I'm also going to title it dinner. Your graphs you need to label your independent, which is your x-axis, and you need to label your dependent, which is your y-axis, and you need to give it a title. Now I'm going to look at my x, and I'm going to count by tens here. 10, 20, 30, 40. And I'm going to also count by tens, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, because I need to get to 60 on my y, and then I can get to 40 if I count at 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35. Not quite enough. Okay. Now I'm going to plot these. My first x is 10 over 10 and up 30. Next ordered pair over 20 and up 40. Next ordered pair, 25, would be halfway, right? And then halfway. So 25 and 45. And then over 40 and up 60. Excellent. And there is our table, our graph, and our chart. Okay, here's our next example. It says on the website, you can download songs for $2 each. Create a table and graph on the website. You can download songs for $2 each. Create a table and graph showing how much you could spend on the songs. So here they're going to say 2 times 1, because 1 is your x, is equal to 2. 2 times 2 equals 4. 4 times 2 equals 8. And 6 times 2 equals 12. Now I'm going to build my ordered pairs. I'm going to do parentheses. My x is 1 and my y is 2. 2 and 4, 4 and 8, and 8 and 12. Our x is songs. Our independent is songs. Our y and our dependent is going to be the cost. My songs, I'm going to count by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can count by ones, and you need to count consecutively. I mean, you can count by 2s, 4s, 5s, 6s, but it needs to be consistent. I'm doing consecutively counting by ones, and I'm going to count by 2s going up because I need to get to 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. I'll give you all a second to write that down. I'll title it Music. Over 1 and up 2. Over 2 and up 4. Over 4 and up 8. Over 5 and up 10. Over 6 and up 12. And remember, this is multiplicative. It went through the origin. Thank you. Y'all have a great day. Bye-bye.